Hello everyone, Garnet here, and welcome back to Ragnarok. After the last one, I've only spent a little bit of time around the base, just kind of trying to get a couple more things bred up and get the perfect pairs kind of put together. So let's go take a look at exactly what I've got so far. So I did mention I wanted to breed up the wyverns, so I actually have them down at the moment, and I have whatever stats are best on either one marked out for their names. So far, while trying to get this done, I actually do have the perfect female. So we're actually looking for a level 192 female wyvern. I just checked, so this one's actually still a baby. So we're going to have to let this one grow up. But once it's grown, I can actually plug this one in and make it easier to get ourselves the perfect male. I also have been trying to actually get the perfect Argentavis, because I realized I never actually had that. We do have a perfect male. We just need to get one more that has the stamina also with on top of that. So I want to check this real quick. Okay, came out as a female, and sure enough, it actually looks to be the perfect female also. No mutations or anything, so it actually is absolutely amazing. So we're going to put this one away, and I'll just rename the one in here Perfect Female. Perfect F. I can tell you, it is very nice to be able to just kind of set it and forget it for some of these particular creatures, but I think the colors on these are the ones that I'd really like, right? Kind of more of the blue feet with the grayish colors. Okay, she's got the orange. Honestly, I'm fine with either one. That's not going to be a problem. As you can probably see at the top of the screen as well, I also have a level up, which officially brings us to 85. Once I put that into our health, that does give us the ability to craft up the bio grinder, which is what we've been trying to get everything together for a while now. And now that we can actually make one, we may as well put one together. We have to make more electronics. Okay, I will do that real quick. Considering last time we got plenty more of the required ingredients to make that. In fact, I'm going to make a full 60 of these just so I have a little bit extra. I made a few to make some lights. So while that's making that, I'll kind of show you. These side little pads are a little bit weird. They kind of do their job. And obviously I have to manually shut the door before I can move again when I come in here. It was just kind of a way to find a way outside. Either way, but I added a couple more lights along the edges of these, but I also put some up in the penthouse. It's been super dark in here pretty much this entire time, but I snuck one up on the roof and some along these sides, so we can actually finally see in here, even in the middle of the night. Obviously, it's still empty, but we're going to try working on that. It's not weird seeing two mannequins in here when I walk in every time. No, not at all. Whoop. It's actually been kind of nice having the Drakeling with that, because I can just jump off and flutter down to the floor underneath. Not going to complain about that one bit. I am also making up more of the jerky. I don't really know if I'm going to need much of it, but I may as well have some. I actually just remembered that I actually had this in here. So let's go grab this while we're waiting for that to finish up the electronics. And hopefully we get ourselves something really, really good. I spent a little bit of time just kind of swooping around with my Griffin, just because I don't know. I just wanted to kind of get out and go do something for a minute. So we did that. I mean, we got a little bit of experience on our Drakeling. Not even enough for a treasure map. So, let's go grab this one real quick. First of all, where is it from here? Ooh, okay, that's that direction. Just on the other side of the snow. Okay. But what I'm wanting to actually do after we go grab this treasure and make up the bio grinder and everything, I think today is when we actually go over to the desert and get ourselves that fasola that I mentioned a while ago. I would very much like to have a very good flint collector so we have the gunpowder going super quickly, now that we can craft that up super fast, given the all the work we did last time getting that chem bench all put together. So to address the audio issues that have been happening the last couple episodes, more specifically the last episode of this series as well as the first for the aberration, I think what happened there is the room got really hot and the microphone started popping. So I'm going to be trying to do smaller pieces for recordings, and hopefully that will fix that. And if not, I may have to look into another microphone. Hopefully I don't have to, considering I've had the same one for so long, but that also could be a reason why it's giving me issues. So, I don't know. Moment of truth, though. May as well take a look at this treasure, and hopefully we get ourselves something amazing. I did grab the shovel, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Totally didn't put it in the spot where I normally would, though, so it threw me off. And let's check here. Come on, Ascendant Treasure, please be something amazing. Oh, that's a really good Basilosaurus saddle. I don't know how much I'm going to want to get a Basilosaurus, but honestly, that saddle blueprint is really good. Well, let's fly on back home. I'm sure that those electronics are done by now. We'll go craft up that bio grinder and kind of grind up a few of those thylas before we go over and try to find ourselves a fasola. Alright. We'll land you on out here for now. Oh, also, I actually came up with a name for this griffin. I decided I want to call her Zenny. So she is going to be our main griffin going forward. Hopefully nothing happens to her like the last one, but, you know, well, I guess you never know. That's kind of the point. Alright, while this is running and being loud and obnoxious, we may as well pull everything and make this. And there we go. The bio grinder. We're going to have to make like an actual building or something for this, because I don't want to just put this in the middle of the room here. It could be a lot of potential for accidentally grinding things we don't want to grind. So for now, let's go place this outside in a spot that is specifically for... Oh, it has to be on a floor. Right, I forgot. It has been a while. Let me go see if I have any foundations that I can just pull. I can just use from the structure box. Just do a 2x3. Is that big enough for it to let me place it down? At least. Oh yeah, well, it's going to be off the ground. But at least let me place it for now. Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I don't really want to do anything that's going to ruin some of the creatures or myself. Let's go grab a couple of these stylas that we had bred up before and get ourselves the kibble that we're going to need. Whoops, I must have put them... I think I put them just down in the normal storage box. Which I've decided to have one specifically for the standard storage and one for the pairs, or, you know, the ones that are perfect, because there's more than just pairs. I have both the other griffins that have all the stats and the ones I had beforehand, and I consider the new ones alphas, just because they do have mutations in their line, even though that was kind of from something else. But honestly, I think that that kind of thing is a good distinction. I want to hold on to the highest level male and the highest level female. So we've got the 210 female, 210 male. Right, this is the one that I actually tamed initially. And then when it comes to the females, the highest level one is 163, maybe? Yeah, 163. So hold on to both of these at least. And I'll actually just put those... Well, I'll grab all the thylas that are in here. Then I'll put the ones back into the box so that I can breed more out. Okay, cool. So all the rest of these I can actually use to grind down for kibble. Let's just get a couple more things I can kind of build something to climb up on. This doesn't feel ominous at all, like I could possibly just fall in myself. Okay. So if we place one of these stylas just down here. Ah, it's a shame. Your colors are actually really cool, not gonna lie. But, we're gonna get some kibble from these guys. Oh, God. 6 kibble from just one of these guys, and we have this many. Okay, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't know if the levels have anything to do with exactly just how many it's going to give us, but we may as well just get all that we can. Now that I know that I put the other 2 back inside, I'll just kind of keep on doing this. I'm going to be 100% sure that it says Thyla before I throw it, though. We do not want to accidentally throw anything else in there. Oh, this feels so cruel. Alright, how many do we have in here now? 48. Holy crap. And then just ground it down also for its hide and keratin and then meat and stuff. That's actually pretty crazy and pretty insane. How many more do I have left? I still have 9 more to throw in there. Alright, let's do it. Okay, last one, and then we'll get as much as we possibly can out of the grinder with these. Let's see. Turn it off, so there's 0 chance of messing it up. Another 64. We have 118 extraordinary kibble just from grinding up the thylas that we had bred up in between episodes. Yeah, we're going to be able to actually go and tame plenty of other creatures that I wasn't entirely sure if I had the means to before, but now I feel like I'm pretty confident we'll be good. I'm going to put all these in the fridge, because I don't really want to carry them around, have anything potentially bad happen to us. And maybe I'll actually pick up everything else. I have the gun on me, yeah. I'm going to pick up everything else that's out there, as well as the bio grinder. We'll try to find a really good spot to actually place it, because I just wanted to put it down somewhere and make use of it before we, set up an actual place for it. I'm just going to put all the structures, including the bio grinder, inside of the box for now. and we will figure something out in the future. For now, I'm just going to throw everything else away, and then we'll head over to the desert, like I mentioned. So we also actually ended up making up another 21 grenades. Well, I had 20. I had one. I had made 20 more grenades. Because that's the best way, in my opinion, to tame a Fasola. Just kind of using a grenade. I tried to use a C4. I feel like at one point it was easier to use that than it is for the grenades, but that's just kind of changed now. It's no longer the case. So Fasolas actually do take the exceptional kibble, and I'm going to take half of this with me instead of worrying about taking the extraordinary that we just got. This is going to be reserved for a certain other group of creatures. I mean, anything else really going forward, but I'm pretty sure that the amount of extraordinary that I grabbed should be more than enough. I'm also going to grab some ammo for this rifle just in case. It's mainly just to defend myself from stuff out in the middle of the desert, you know, in a situation where I get knocked off the Fasola. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it very well can. Maybe I should just have my griffin in a ball when we get over there. I don't know. Something to kind of prevent us from being on the ground once that thing, if it knocks us off. Alright, Zenny. Let's head on over to the desert and see if we can find ourselves the high-level Fasola over there. There was that 140 that we found a while ago, but it's definitely been a few other episodes since then, so I can't guarantee it'll still be there. But hey, if you guys do end up finding yourselves enjoying this one, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It makes a massive difference for the algorithm, and it means the world to me. So the ideal location for these Fasolas would be anywhere kind of near some metal nodes, and I think we had pointed some out when we looked the last time. And I'm pretty sure it was a little bit further this direction. What's that? Was that a golem? No, I don't know. There's some metal nodes down there. Problem is, if I go down towards those, I may not be able to pull them back out. That's right. It was kind of near these ruins. These metal nodes right here could be very good. Oh, crap. We're out of stamina. Okay, that's okay. Since we actually have our Drakeling with me, I don't have to worry about it too much. That 140 Fasola was kind of nearby here, wasn't it? Is that still the case? I don't know. That was a novice right there. Okay, let's scout out this Fasola first. Then we'll try to use what we need to try starting to tame it. It was a little further away. Is it that one there by chance? Yes, it actually is. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm kind of wishing that I had found us some cooling armor. I noticed this one's metal. If I take this off, is that a thing? Also, my leggings are metal. I changed it, yeah. Okay. We're not melting entirely now, so that does help. I'm going to have this take the spot of the water, which may be a mistake, but it's also raining right now, so maybe I can top that off. Yes. I don't want to be attacked by that mantis over there. What level is the mantis? 25. No biggie. Okay. Quickly, hop off here. Do this. Don't get the mantis' attention, but do get the Fasola with the grenade. I've never claimed to be good at throwing grenades, by the way. I've been kind of lucky with some things, but go, 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 go. And go. Fantastic. This direction to the metal nodes. Hopefully the ruins don't totally screw us over, but the metals should make things so much better than just using rocks and bones. Right? That's as far as I'm supposedly understanding. Good lord, just rocks still takes forever. Purposely going in the middle of ruins, though, does feel kind of dumb, but I guess we'll just see how much of a difference the metal makes here. Oh yeah, that did quite a bit. I don't know if there's nearly enough here, though, to make this happen easily. Oh no. You're hitting the ruins. Okay, I'm glad that didn't actually kick us out. That would have been awful. Alright. Let's grab the other set of stuff. Bones. Bones actually did pretty good, too. Bones and metal right here. Oh, yeah, that was much better. Much better than most of the other things around here. But we need to be careful. It's going to try to throw me down the cliff. Oh, my God. Yeah, please don't go into the water. Don't ruin the taming right now. Okay. We are in an iffy spot. Oh, that's right along an edge. Do I dare? No, let's go up here. Let's grab this stone up here and kind of get ourselves moving again in the right direction. Whew. That does help. That does help. I wish there were a few more metal nodes that weren't right on the edge of the thing. I feel like I may accidentally get pushed off the cliff here. But we do have bones and metal right in this spot. Also, blue sheep. Like blue sheep. I mean, it's still taking quite a long time still to tame this thing. But if it weren't for the metal nodes, I don't think I'd be anywhere near where we're at right now. Maybe I need to take a risk and go out in the middle of the actual desert and see if they've got a bunch of salt things out there. I should have probably checked that beforehand, but I was kind of hoping the metal would do more than it has. Okay, we'll head up this direction a little bit. We still have more stones to hit. Keeping the control going. I'm wondering if they've got... if we have some salt over there. I don't know. This is a risk. Doing this at all is a super big risk. Oh, crap. We're going to lose control right out in the middle of the desert. Come on. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Oh, right next to a... Nope. Okay, hold on. Run! Okay, as long as we're not actually going to lose any effectiveness or anything for this is fine. Ugh. Keep moving. We need to get out of render distance from this thing for a moment on Zenny. Whoops, I thought I was on it. Go! Escape the Fasola! We need to try to knock it out. Well, we need to knock it out a little bit better. I should have scouted out some areas out here if there were any salt crystals, but I kind of just went for the risk, and that was a dumb decision. I think I may have swooped far enough away. That's my guess. Is this the Fasola right here? Yes, it actually is. Great. She's already gone down into the mound, which is crazy. I feel like on single player that took a lot longer than that. Grenade number 2. Is that going to be enough? Yes. Great. I did say that thing about not being sure about how my grenade skills were. I mean, that's still the case. I'm not sure about it, but we're on it. We're good. Let's just go back over here. There's a bunch of stones. We'll at least know that we're in a safe spot. It does seem like we're getting a little bit of heat stroke, which is not helpful. It also makes the recording look bad and wobbly, but hey, you know, we're still taming the thing, so it is what it is. Hopefully it'll go away soon. Uh-oh. That was actually... Ooh, that was really close. And just keep going that way. Just keep going that way. Cool. That was a risk. There was a cliff there that could have caused problems for sure. I'm looking at the map. There is potentially something right up here. Hopefully at least there's a single rock for me to hit that isn't... Okay, cool. We do have some stones up here. Not obsidian or bones, but at least something to keep us moving. Ooh, I see some metal nodes. Very nice. We have to hit those. Or at least sound like 1 or 2 of them in the middle of all these. Unless I saw that wrong. It looked darker. I might actually be losing my mind doing this. Oh no, there's one. Nice. I'm not wrong, just I hit the wrong spot. Bonk. That did a good chunk. Sad part is, it looks like that was all that's over here, though. That may have been 1 or 2 nodes. When I decided this is what I was going to do today, I kind of knew that it was already going to take long. I was hoping it wasn't going to take this long, though. There's got to be some metal in the ones down here, right? There's a lot of stones. I can't see anything because of this heat stroke. It's really unfortunate that I didn't bring maybe some more ghillie or something. That would have been more helpful than what I had on. I've been hoping to maybe find some sort of crazy jackpot area over here that I just wasn't aware of. But it just has not happened. And we're about halfway done knocking this thing out. Halfway. Oh, man. Are those metal nodes? Ooh, sure are. That'll be nice. Let's just kind of solidify our control, though. I mean, keep an eye out for any salt crystal or anything, too. But I don't know. I'm not even seeing anything on the map that kind of even shows that there would be some anywhere. Okay, there's a bunch of bones over here, too. Or at least, yeah, there's a couple bones. That'll help. I'm gonna need a lot more than that, though. Oh, no. Okay, let's hit these metal nodes. This will be the big chunk that we've really been after for a while. Oh, don't get stuck on the snake. Don't get stuck on the snake. Alright, 2 more nodes. Come on, let's keep hitting them. That is a significant chunk. Ooh, there was another one in there too that I didn't even see. There's more. Yeah, this is the spot. This is where I was hoping to find. That was a bit of a jackpot spot, but I still need, like, double that. So let's keep looking for more. Something like that would be amazing. Is there maybe another node on the other side of the sand? No, but I think there was 2 there. So that is really nice. I mean, I'd say we're probably about 3/4 of the way. Maybe more like 2/3. It's hard to really kind of guess on that. We're seeing a bunch of metal over here, though. But there's some canyons. Oh, no. This is the spot. This is the spot. There's like 4 nodes in the middle of all this. Come on. 4 nodes. And also a bunch of bones. Just a few more, and we'll have get this thing knocked out. Pretty sure it was a female one, but I'm not entirely sure. And I'm not really going to try to stop and figure that out right now. Oh, there's some more over there. Nice. And since we're going down the sand, it goes a little bit quicker. Gotta love that. You get a little bit of a speed boost towards your objective. Let's hit a stone, though, real quick. Just something small. Maybe these bones as well while we're over here. Or not. Let's just beeline it towards it now that we actually have an option. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, so close. Was there any more nodes in the middle of that? No, okay. Let's go hit those bones. Won't be enough to fully knock it out, but we should be close after that. Just gotta be careful about what is right next to me as soon as we're done knocking this thing out. Yeah, these 4 bones won't be enough for it, but at least... Oh, there's a couple more. It's definitely gotten us much closer. That is without a doubt. Oh, come on. If we just find ourselves a little bit more metal, somewhere where there's nothing to be worried about. Oh, nope, we're good. That's great. Let's, I don't know how much you're going to need, but I'm pretty sure it won't be more than that, right? Put 6 on you? Cool. Let's go before something decides to come and attack me. Let's get out of here as well and kind of get that heat stroke out of our face. I'll come back to pick you up in a little bit, Fasola. I feel like almost every time I go to tame a Fasola, it's around half an hour or so, even when you have beneficial terrain. I think the only place it's any faster is still on Aberration. Ooh, I saw you. I see you. We are outside of 500 from that. Nice. Let's just take a look real quick what we're looking at out here. Would have been nice to actually get some more either cloth or gilly at this point, since we're kind of burning up, but let's just get out of the desert for now. So along the far east side, you seem to have a lot more metal nodes, and that did make things a little bit easier when it came to knocking out the Fasola. Don't know if there's any other better spots. I could probably actually scout that out for the next one, but at least we've got the one getting tamed right now. Okay, I think at the spot we're at now, since we're not warm or even... Well, we're not burning up or we're even warm. We should be okay to kind of hang out and wait for the heat stroke to go away. Kind of just keep an eye on the Fasola, which is a good 3,000, no way. And we'll have that tamed in no time. So I've kind of just been hanging out over there. We no longer have heat stroke, thank God. But also, the Fasola is on the final feed, so we're going to head on back towards them and be ready to pick them up the moment that they are tamed. I actually need to... There we go. I couldn't hold Q and change my hotbar while I was on the back of my Griffin for some reason, but it's okay. We've got that taken care of now. Let's just head on over here. I don't know if I'm going to time this just right or if I'm going to get there a little bit too early, but either way, last feed is fine regardless. Given that I don't really think there's anything that's going to attack the Fasola just on its own, I'm not all too concerned about it. Honestly, though, only getting knocked out of the ground one time, not the worst of all the potential Fasola taming. I think ours is a female, right? This is that's a 135. What is your stats there, bud? Pretty good weight. I don't know about that, though. I mean, Flint's not all that heavy, so we probably would want to have something that does a lot of damage, right? Whoops. I was hoping it was going to let me just run across and then jump up, but I guess not. I don't really want to tame a second one right now. It would be good to probably try to get ourselves a high-level male. That one's only 95. I don't know. The other one was 135. That is technically within the realm of what I normally would go for, or even allow. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm actually going to back up. Well, it's still out of 500. Lovely. What about this one? That is a 140 male. Its stats are pretty spread. The health is pretty good, though. King slaying. It's already over here, too. Okay, yeah. In the future, when I want to tame the male, because I'm 99% sure that ours... Yeah, 100% sure that ours that is now tamed is a female, and then the male's right here. Let's go pick her up, and we'll bring her on back to base. Kind of ran out of daylight because of trying to tame this thing, but it's okay. We've got her now, and that's all that we really needed. And I think it's within 100. Boop! Thank you! She probably ate the other kibble. Just because, yeah, I only needed the 5, but I gave her 6. It's okay. We've got more than enough kibble from the bio grinder now. Oh, there's another metal node right there. Have they already respawned? Oh, that's a little bit tempting for me then. Why would you do that? What do we have right here? That's a 140 female. Wow. But all of its points are into food, so I'm glad we found the one we did. Have all the metal nodes already respawned along this whole path? That does make me feel like I want to tame the male as well. Just, if they're all back. Oh, they're all back. Oh, no. It's the ideal time to do it, because it's all here, and we're already on this side. I can hit all the metal nodes. What's this one right here? That's a 55 female. Okay, that's not too much of a... Alright. I wasn't gonna do it, but I don't feel like there's gonna be any other better time to do it. We're already out here. I'm gonna get heat stroke again. Maybe I'll check some... Oh. I've got to go to the ground first, apparently. Like I say, I'll check a drop nearby and see if maybe I can get another piece of desert cloth or ghillie that'll kind of prevent that again, because that made that part, you know, not the best to look at, I'm sure. The only thing we need to remember is that it's right over here next to this pond. That one's the 20. That's obviously not the one we want. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one here. I'm going to literally put a marker on it in here with that. Cool. Now I'll remember. Let's go get ourselves some armor to prevent heat stroke. Holy... I did not know that these spawned out here. Okay, well I'm glad I didn't end up running into that, because that would have also been awful to run into. Good God. Does this just continue to have... Ooh, look at that. That's going to be very big. Oh my God. Let's bring the Fasola this way. That is even better. I would imagine that would be a massive thing for Fasola taming. Do I know for sure? No. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes. It's for science. I don't know if there's any other opportunity to get that many crystal nodes in one hit. So I keep hitting the ground, and that's because I changed my mouse sensitivity. I did have someone mention that I flipped the camera around too much. I was hoping if I kind of slow it down just a little bit, that might negate that. Let me know if that actually does seem to be the case. If it's better, or if it hasn't really changed it enough to matter. Alright, let's... Ooh, God. Let's check that drop again. Why? Just because I want to. Assault rifle. Let's take a look. I don't know if it's going to be all that great, but... I will take it. There... Oh, that is not... Right. I forgot. So yeah, the Drakeling does change those still. And apparently, I was correct. I mentioned that it felt like the stuff that the Drakeling gave me was worse. And it actually was. We have a very slight bump to the loot quality on this. It's like 1.5 instead of 1. And I was getting essentially like 1, if not 0.8 almost. So... yeah, I wasn't wrong when I thought that the Drakeling was actually making the loot worse. Let's just do that then. I'll actually land too? Wow. You know, maybe that thing about me saying that I'm not that great at throwing a grenade, so I could just take that back. We do have to deal with the slight, you know, the not official sandstorm, but that's okay. I know exactly where we're going anyway. Come on, Crystal Cave. Come on, Crystal Cave. Let's go do it. Hopefully it doesn't cause us any issues. But that's just so many crystal nodes. How much does a crystal node do for us? Ooh. Okay, I mean, it's good. It's not quite as good as I kind of thought it would be. But look at that. That is glorious. I just started and we're already almost at the point where we were when we were running out of places to hit last time. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of these, because those ones kind of tucked in there are going to be difficult to hit, but grab as many as we can. Grab those. We're almost halfway done with this one already. Okay, it's not going to let me easily get that last one. I don't even know if I can get it at all, but we'll at least give it one shot, straight down the middle. Nah, that's too big. Okay, let's turn around and start collecting all this other stuff. I do know if we at least kind of follow this, we'll find the other metal nodes that we grabbed on the way over here with the other ones. So, either way, that was the full third of taming this 140 Fasola. So, I'm not going to complain about that one bit. Okay, I'd say we're definitely at about half now. Oh, there's a lot right here. There actually are... There's a lot of bones right next to this. I mean, yes, it's literally by a giant ribcage, but I mean bones that actually help. Because that's kind of one of the things, like, you end up finding a bunch of bones that don't do anything, or they actually just cause problems. Like, that skull's not going to help us at all, but... Man, all those other bones made a big difference. We were about 2/3 of the way done already. And this is, like, not even half the time I spent trying to tame the last one. I mean, it goes to show, really, when it comes to Fasola taming, the location really makes a big difference as to where you start trying to tame the thing. Okay, now let's grab the metal nodes right up over the hill. Ah, this is the spot I was thinking of that had so many in one spot. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what I was hoping to find. It makes a big difference in taming this thing. There was another one, too. Nice. It's always worth going down the middle of them just to be sure there wasn't another one just out of range the first time. Yeah, there's nothing else in there, though. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm always worried about the rib cages like that. But we're about to go over it again. Maybe that's more of a single-player problem. Maybe I shouldn't just assume that, but it just kind of seems like it. I've gone over some things that I definitely would have been knocked off of in single-player. I'm sure that as soon as I knock this thing out over on those metal nodes, that mantis may cause us problems. Maybe I should avoid that for now. Are there any nodes maybe away from everything else? That would be it. That would be the end of it. Ooh, there's the ones on the side of this. Let's grab these. We can avoid everything else for now. Now the metal? Ah, dude, that's so close. Oh, that was also... Oh. Okay. That works out in our favor. I'm also... Yeah, we'll do 6 again. Just to be sure. Man, yeah. Well, it does have some orange and reds and crazy colors. That is pretty cool. Let's get out of here and let this one tame up also, just like we did with the last one. Given the amount of time it'll take... I don't think it'll be fully morning yet, but... You know, either way, we'll be close. And in this very familiar scene, it looks like we're ready to go and, you know, maybe pick up the Fasola by the time we get over there. We'll be able to actually compare stats. Haven't really taken a good look at the females just yet, so hopefully we actually get some good combination of things. I'd love to get ourselves a very powerful Fasola. Not gonna lie, given my history with trying to tame Fasolas, I was expecting this to take much longer than it did. And bam! There he is. Fantastic. Swoop on by and grab him in a Dynaball. May as well just grab him midair. Not really any reason to stop. And boom. Perfecto. Alright, let's take a look at him real quick. So, the female. Looks like we got, okay, low health. Pretty okay weight, but 42 in melee. That's really good. A little more, you know, oxygen than you want. But how about this guy? 44 in health. Okay, the health is good. Is that better in, No. I mean, this one is better in health. This one's better in melee and weight and stamina. So really, it's only going to be a little bit of a difference. But honestly, the difference between the 28 health and the 44 health, that's going to be pretty big. Awesome. Let's go take these guys back home. I'll get them up and breeding as well. And let's see if we maybe have a perfect wyvern as well, considering they've been running pretty much this whole time back at the base. At least now I don't have to worry about taming any more of these things. They are very nice creatures, but their taming process is very, very, very lengthy, we'll say. Okay, close this up. I actually put the rest of my clothes back on. It's getting a draft. Also, it was bright out there. Quick check on the wyvern eggs. I only have 2 of them to check now. 2 babies. It's this one, 176, and 172. No, okay. But the perfect female should be grown by now. Fantastic. That means I'm actually going to put away the other female. And then that should make things a little easier for breeding, right? Because this is the male that has most of the stats. Yeah, that makes things much easier. Okay, and this being the perfect one. Awesome. You're not too far forward, you're going to stick your head out the wall, right? Nah, you're good. Yeah, nice. Okay. You know, some pretty good colors anyway, out of both of them. They were pretty similar, but still, I will take what we've got. Now let's get these fasolas out. Toss them out on this side, maybe. Ooh, yeah, they stick their tail out of the wall from there. That one's not sticking it out of the wall. Let's throw it out that far. There we go. Now it's up on the side of the wall instead. I'll take that. I would imagine that this is within range, right? Let me check this real quick. Yeah, that actually is within range. Fantastic. I'll take it. And that is definitely orange. Some crazy colors on there. We still do have a lot of the dinos on here for the summer event, so we're going to be seeing those still for a while. Let's try to get these guys combined into something awesome. Okay, and then if we have the perfect female, we'll grab this one. And then we'll also just pick up the perfect male. And we'll put them inside the perfect breeding box, because that's what I have this here for. Alright, we also had one more left over from before. What did this one come out with? 179. Still not quite there, but that's okay. That's what the other ones are breeding up for right now. There's one egg I can check from them as soon as they are, well, when it's actually ready. Maybe we'll be lucky and get the perfect male with that one. But even if the first egg from these fasolas is not perfect, I do feel like I want to let it grow up and get the imprint. And I'll go out and start collecting a bunch of the gunpowder. And the reason I want to do that is one of my little... Well, that's also because gunpowder is really good to have a lot of. But it wants me to craft 500 ammo. Now, I definitely am going to want to have a bunch of gunpowder to make that work. And the best way to get the gunpowder, you know, for the flint and everything is to have these guys, as well as taking out the Dodic for stone. And then using the mammoth to collect a bunch of wood to make the charcoal. I mean, it all kind of goes in a loop, just like my house seems to. Okay, moment of truth. Were we lucky to get ourselves a... That is another perfect female. I mean, honestly, that should do just fine. I'm going to actually rename them perfect female as well. I mean, if it comes down to trying to breed out any mutations, the more females you have around, the better. So that's fine. Hold on to that. And if we don't get ourselves a perfect male soon, then I'll bring them out here and we'll have them both breed at the same time. Now, about your guys' egg. What do we have from yours? Not quite ready yet. We are down to... Oh, well, yeah, almost there. 8 more incubation. It is ready. And it came out as a 202, which is lower level than what the parents are, so I don't think they got what they needed. So we're going to have to keep it going. I was saying that I was going to use it anyway. Oh, but I think it literally got all the worst stats. I think it did, honestly. Okay, no, it got the better melee and weight stats, but it definitely, not melee, but the weight and stamina stats. It didn't get the health or the melee, which are both over 40, by the way. So they should be a pretty high levels for solas when we actually have them all together. Okay, so while we're waiting for those guys to potentially breed up to something good, we need to go back to what the reason was I was trying to even get good kibble for in the first place, which was to actually get ourselves a good pair of Thylas, not just settling for the lower level one and then trying to go from there. There's also another creature that I would love to actually tame that could be very helpful for what I was trying to get done, and that would require us to go towards the volcano. we should be pretty well locked and loaded for now. We have both good amount of ammunition as well as the narcotics and stuff. Let's hang out around here and kind of check at least one more egg from the wyverns. Looks like they still have some time over here in the fasolas, but the wyverns are almost done breeding again. So let's take a look at this egg. Moment of truth! Oh man, it came out another female. And it's not even the correct amount of stats. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was jealous of you guys in the past for no reason. But how about these guys? I mean, stuff has been able to grow and spoil in the background. I may as well just make a bunch of this again real quick. As many as it will allow me to. Boop. 33. Alright, not bad. That's just what I'm able to craft every now and then, using that thing. And everything that we're growing outside. Okay, and this one? 222. That's it. That's it right there. That is the perfect female right there already. Fantastic. You gotta love it. On the second egg. Second egg. Fantastic. Perfect F. We'll let that one go. I can actually still use this one for whatever else, but it's only 10% grown. They take a long time. That's something that I definitely remember having been the case on Scorched. But, yeah. We have one on the way. Those guys are doing their thing. I'll let them keep going, and we'll just kind of swap them out as need be. But I did mention we're going to go and try to get ourselves at least a good level. I mean, we had a high-level male Thyla, but I'm pretty sure he had really crappy stats. Oh, you know what? I should probably grab the kibble before we leave here. Let me just run back in and grab that. Hold on. Because if I end up finding them, I don't really want to have to fly back here. They only really need 3 or so per. I'll bring 10. Just to be sure. I mean, really, we only need a high-level female. But I really do want something super strong. Because I'm wanting to use them for the Ice Queen. As well as other things. And, yeah, the male that we got was not very good, if I remember correctly. Even though it was a 145 or something like that. If we can't find ourselves a good high-level Thyla female for a little bit, I think, considering it's raining, it's a sign to go to a different part of the map and try to find something else. But we'll give it a good look first. That's a low-level one. Hello. Alpha Carno. Do we do it? How much else do you have? That's the same one that was down here last time, huh? I think we should. Let's get our stamina back and take care of this guy. Maybe I'll try to finish him off with my rifle, just like the raptors before. Swoop. Bam. Get a good hit with that swoop. Only have to do it 35 more times. Bam. Only 700 damage. Doesn't really actually count for a headshot, so... Oh, never mind. It does. Doing about the same amount of damage as my Griffin. Alright, let's do more swoops. What is he actually at? Okay, 17,000. We're good. Just a little bit over half. Oh, shoot. Got me stuck in the spot where he can bite me. Alright, what are we looking at for its health? I think that's at 8 grand. Come on, buddy. Let's get him done. Yes, please. I'll make sure we get that Arthro and the Scorpion done. We've already learned our lesson from Scorpions. We're not going to just let that thing hit me. That's even a 140 as well. Holy crap. Alright. You holding on to anything good? Oh. We'll take that and those. That's literally it. Lovely. But I leveled up again, which is nice. And our Chibi get another level. Look. Leave the ground. Chibi does not have another level, but we're pretty close. So I'll take it. And now that I'm done with that, what do we have over here? 95. Nope. Should probably take care of it, though. And he's gone. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's take a look around. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that a... Holy crap, it is another Drakeling. That is... Did they say they were interbreedable? Let's say level 25 as well. I can't get a good look at it. 60! Summer Drakeling male. Is ours a female? Nope, it's a male as well. Okay. Either way, though, kind of. I don't know. I didn't bring a torch. I know where one is, and that is something that I am very interested in. The summer ones do movement speed, which is really cool. Holy green creatures! Oh, there's another one. There's one over there. Level 95. Christ, what did I say about that? I said I wasn't going to land on the ground. Or it'd hit the water, all that stuff. You dum-dum. Literally, gonna get killed by this guy now. Griffin? We were supposed to not have a repeat of everything. Why is this exactly how this goes every time we get over here? Did I get bit by the snake? No, I didn't get hit by the snake. Just by the thyla. And now we're burning, because my stuff is broken. I am annoyed with this area of the map. I kind of just want to shoot that thing with my rifle now. Wasn't even that deep of water. I can't believe that counted. Almost got me killed just for the same stupid swoop. Now I really need to actually check for drops or something that's going to get me better armor. Going to get me good and going again, because that sucks. Nothing is lost other than armor, but still not the best scenario. Should know better by now from this area. This area does not want me to be alive. So obviously having another close call like the other time kind of is making me feel like I don't really want to go over there right now. Of all the things that could potentially happen, getting in the shallow amount of water, just barely enough to kick me off my griffin. It almost gets us killed again. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to risk that right now. So we're going to keep moving this direction for now, get ourselves out of the heat. Heat stroke has been a weird recurring thing for this episode. Not really expected, but it's just kind of happened. There we go. At least we're not super hot anymore. The heat stroke's going to go away slowly but surely. Oh my gosh. Not the best time out in the desert right now. It's giving me the temptation to go and try to tame the other thing. Man, why does the map just not load sometimes too? I want to know where I'm going. Stupid map. It's still raining. Kind of want to poke my head over by the volcano. Odds are it's going to change the moment I get over there, but I at least want to go try to take a look. Okay, I mean, it is literally raining right now. Now would be the perfect time to try to tame a Pyronane. And, honestly, with the amount of creatures that normally spawn up in this area, I feel like it would be too difficult to actually get that done if we actually find a high level. 55. We're not going to settle, though. We got to keep searching while we have the chance. Otherwise, I'm going to have to grab up some of another weapon that I was told to try to use, which would be kind of fun, but it is raining, so I don't really need to use any of that right now. None of these have been crazy colors so far, but they're also kind of low levels, so let's just keep moving. Maybe we'll get the chance to see one that is cool. 135. Not horrible. 135 is usually the minimum that I'll take. But usually that means it needs to have at least one of the stats focused in on, which that one does not. It's a little spread. It wouldn't be a guarantee of anything really good coming out with it. That's probably the cave, isn't it? I've never done the cave here. I'm aware that the cave has a mini-boss in it. I'm aware of the mini-boss as well. Never done it, but I know it's in there. Have I looked at these ones already? Oh, that one is a blue one. 55. 55. Dang it. Come on. Why are you guys all low levels? 25. And that was one I've already looked at, huh? 20. Wow. Oh, hello there. You purple? You are purple. But also low level, so no. I'm wanting to get something that's going to be really good and helpful against the Ice Queen. I've heard that with a very good pair of these, or like a pretty well bred up one, they do just fine in there. After losing the Spino, I definitely want to have another option. I should probably start taking care of them. I'm just worried about them exploding. Because they do that when they die. Oh, 100. It's got really cool colors on it, but it's only 100. And we're out of stamina. Lovely. Now that we're not burning up, I'll get the chance to actually get rid of this heat stroke again. Oh, is that another one? Ooh, 145. I think, though, it didn't have any good stats from base. I don't really care. We need to fight that. Actually, I don't want to kill anything yet. I want to get the Pyramane's attention. And use it to kill everything else around here. It's a 145. And it's green, which is awesome. You carrying anything? No, you're actually not. This may be stupid, but at the same time, it's doused. I can flutter. Boom! I can ride it. Get over, get over, get over. Oh, it lost that. There we go. Now let's do it. That was actually really close. We took some serious damage from stuff, but we're going to get ourselves a 145 Pyramane. At least we should get the opportunity. I mean, we got plenty of things to fight over here compared to any other place that I've ever tried to tame a Pyramane. I'm not fighting that. That would be death. Oh no. Okay, scorpions. Good, 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 good. Ooh, okay, I got that and I avoided losing any of the effectiveness. I was honestly worried that something was going to happen. That was like last second. Taming it pretty good, though. Taming it pretty good. I need to get away from the Giga, though. Let's go this way. Some aloes. That could do. That could do pretty well. Gotta get over there and get some more in 5 seconds, though. There we go. As long as it doesn't go underneath 10 seconds, you don't lose any effectiveness, so we're fine. They are loud. And let's make sure this thing is dead. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my god. Okay, so we got it tamed. Let's take care of this thing before anything else happens to us. I'm glad that getting more fire actually does give us more health back. I think I'm doing that wrong now. There we go. We're good. We're good. Fantastic. Oh, man. They are beautiful. What'd you actually come out with? Oh, what? I wish this wasn't the case. 39 in health, though. 40 in stamina is pretty good. Oxygen is way too high, and melee damage is pretty good. I mean, it could be better. It also could be worse. I'm not going to complain. If we can maybe find ourselves a male, that would be great, because this was a female, right? Yeah. Not bad. We got ourselves a cool green Pyramane. I do like the look of it a lot. I mean, I know that they are a little bit controversial for a lot of people, but they're very cool. For PvE, that doesn't really get in the way for my enjoyment for the creature. I'm not going to go that way the way I am right now. I just realized I was about to, like, go right next to the Wyvern Trench there. Maybe fall in. I mean, I'd be able to run along it, but do we really want to do that? I should probably put this thing away and hop back out on the Griffin. Probably be a good idea. I'm kind of running back towards our house. I don't know if this thing is going to keep me warm enough through the cold, though. Is it? Maybe. I'm not actually dying anything at all over here. This is the murder snow. It might actually be enough. I mean, I have the Drakeling on my shoulder, so I can't really put this thing on my shoulder. But either way, still cool to be traveling on the ground again. It's been a while since I've really done this for a bit. Now I actually am freezing a little bit over here, so that's... It doesn't quite keep me fully warm even over here. Yeah, if I couldn't get my flames back, that would be a lot worse. Holy crap, dude. These things are... Those wolves are brutal. They are mean. They are definitely trying to rip me a new one. We are in the murder snow. That makes sense that Okay, now we're just in the normal murder snow. It's good enough for the murder snow, but not enough for the murder snow. That explains a lot. Ooh, an Alpha Raptor. I have not done the making the ammo yet, but I mean, an Alpha Raptor nonetheless, I will take it. Didn't really mean to do that, but okay. I swear it's doing both the flame boost and the other thing at the same time. Don't know why it's doing both, but that's what it's doing. You know what's crazy is I didn't really think about trying to actually get back to my base on foot at any time. That's blinding. But we're actually able to get there on foot. Which is kind of cool. At least from where we were. Ooh, red drop right next to the base as soon as I'm getting back here. It's got a ring on it and everything. Absolutely. What am I hopping off for? Let me go inside the house with the pyramid. Nice. We'll leave you here for now. I'm going to repair my armor now that I get a chance, and we'll check the eggs after the fact. There we go. Much better. I thought I told you to stay down there. I guess I probably didn't actually whistle, huh? My bad. Now you definitely stay still. What do we have for eggs? Please tell me we got a good amount in here. We don't. That sucks. So it has actually been a few days since the end of the last recording, and at this point in time, we do have a lot of eggs to actually take a look at. So let's hatch those up real quick and see if we actually have the perfect pair for both the wyverns and for the fasolas. As you can see, they have been quite busy in the amount of time that I have been gone. Even with the leashes on and everything, they aren't always active unless someone is kind of somewhat nearby. So they've actually been pretty busy, which is kind of cool. I'm just going to throw them all down, and then we'll have to check them all out. Hopefully we'll have some for both. Okay, so if we look at the baby fasolas, babe fasola, I think they are kind of sorted by lower level at the top and then the higher level at the bottom. There's no mutations in this, and it has 232. So it looks like it does have the stats for the male here. Do we have a female that's also 232? No, we don't. I know that we had marked one as the perfect female beforehand. So 44, 34, 34, 42. 44, 34, 34, 42. So here's what I'm going to do. Considering we do have a male that has all four of these stats, I'm going to use these, and ultimately, I don't know, how much more oxygen is there? There's a full 10 levels of oxygen in this that we really don't need. But I'll find a good balance for both of these in the future. So that actually works out. So we do have our perfect pair of fasolas. Let's take a look at the wyverns. So we're looking for a male at 192. There you go. So it doesn't have any mutations, but we do have a couple, actually. We've got a few. We have a couple options when it comes to the ones we're trying to do. Yeah, after swapping in the one female for those, we have a lot of these, actually. The majority of the wyverns that we hatched in general are all perfect. So I'm actually going to put everybody away. They have done their job. We have all that we were going for, and that is amazing. So we have definitely had ourselves a productive day. So we actually have finally bred out the perfect pair of the ice wyverns that we had. We also had tamed ourselves up a very high level pyromane, which is kind of cool having it on our shoulder. But also, we got ourselves the perfect pair of fasolas up and going. This side just has to fully grow, and then we'll be able to get all the stats combined, and we'll have all of the gunpowder that we are ever going to need going forward for everything on this map. And with all that being said and done, I think we're going to have to end this one here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got anything to bring up about this series or anything else on the channel, please do so in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.